just wanted to do a quick little video on reviewing the rubber weld mounts. I let them cure for about a day and a half before I drove on them. The mounts feel exactly the same as OEM when you're driving. The only major difference that you can tell is when you're setting at idle and the AC cycles on and off, you can feel the car vibrate, and you can see the smallest amount of vibration in the steering wheel. It's noticeable, but it's nothing crazy. Like going with solid mounts, the whole car rattles and vibrates and feels like it's falling apart. I have an economy car Nissan, so you're talking about a sub $30,000 car when it was brand new. A lot of people, you know, think I paid a lot of money for the Juke. I got the Juke on a pretty good deal for like $12,900, so it's not that expensive of a car. And I only have about $1,500 in bolt-ons. So to take a $13,000 car and put $1,500 in bolt-ons on it, and to go from a 15.5, 15.6 car to a 13.5, 13.6 car isn't that bad. Bang for the buck, that's pretty impressive. To still daily drive, still get 30 to 33 miles to the gallon mixed driving, have a fun daily driver that has space for my dog and space for friends, and still looks decent. Definitely draws a lot of attention, and definitely makes a lot of people's feelings get hurt when they lose to a Juke. It's not that bad of a car. The motor mounts themselves, or the torque mounts as some people call them, they made a huge difference. You can feel the transfer in the gas pedal. Even though it's an electronic gas pedal, it's kind of hard to, you know, agree that you would feel a difference. But as soon as you touch the gas, you can feel the car take off now. Whereas before, it kind of had like a delay. And 2 nights ago, I actually went out and did some pulls, and I want to say 2 nights ago. Yeah, 2 nights ago, because it's been a few days now that I've had the mounts to try. Yeah, 2 nights ago, I went out and did some pulls and did a couple of digs with a few people, and it definitely doesn't wheel hop in second gear anymore. Whereas before, when I would power shift second gear, the car would spin the passenger side front wheel, but it would wheel hop a little bit. I'm assuming that's because it had so much play in the motor mounts and the torque mounts, because the OEM Nissan mounts are like hydraulic filled. They're like, I guess, supposed to make it smooth for older people, or, you know, something like that. But all the noise you hear is my coilovers. They're really stiff. A lot of people ride into the Juke and they're like, why is it so stiff? I actually want to get stiffer coilovers. I want to get a stiffer spring rate BC and try it out just to see how it feels. But the motor mounts for 27 bucks, by far the best you can do. I know they make Manny mounts, which are a great product. I'm not dissing or putting down any Manny mounts. I'm not dissing or putting down Fast Religion custom motor mounts or anything like that. A lot of Juke people get the assumption that I like have a problem with Matt or something like that. I don't. It's just, if you're trying to push the limits of something, and I can buy the product off the shelf and make the same gains, it's, you know, that's not pushing the limits to me. Me having an intake and exhaust and a tune and going 13.6 is pushing the limits of a factory car. I made the car 2 seconds faster with 3 simple bolt-ons and a tune. That's pushing the limits of the car. You know, a lot of people build Jukes for different reasons. Like Lars has the multi-purpose racer. I do the same thing with mine, but mine's way more of a daily driver. I have full interior. I daily the car. I bought the thing with 31,000 miles, and I'm at 63,000 miles now. And I've only had the car for a little at a year now. So you're talking about, I've almost put 30,000 miles on. I think I've put more than 31,000 miles on this thing. So that's crazy to think about that in 1 year that I've driven that much, but not really, because I've put 54,000 miles on my work truck in like 2 years. So, you know, that's 2 vehicles that I drive the most. And yeah, the motor mounts are great. I recommend it to anybody. If you're going to do motor mounts, try this first for 27 bucks. If it vibrates too much, you're not going to get any less vibration, because the window weld is basically like a rubber cement. So if you do any of the polyurethane mount inserts or something like that, it's going to vibrate more than mine does. And like I said, I've been riding with the camera the whole time. The mount's just bouncing around because of the coilovers, but you don't see or feel any vibrations of the motor mounts. I'm pulling up to dinner now. You guys have a great one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And I hope you guys enjoy the Juke content as well as the DA and the Accord. I actually got my 2250s right here. I don't know if I actually showed picking them up or anything in any of the videos, or I know I mentioned it, but I actually have them now. So I will do an update on the Accord. I have the K to H intake manifold adapter, and I just need to swap it off my other motor onto my motor that's in the car. Oh, this place is packed. Have a great night. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. You guys are the best. Like I said, 1K by my birthday. Have a good one.